were a lot of really good ones that went. I don't know, am I making the right decision? I don't know anymore. I think we're all familiar with the term buyer's remorse, but have you ever experienced seller's regret? So I had this beautiful, gorgeous, amazing Galaxy limited edition Nintendo 3DS XL that I loved. She was gorgeous. When I got laid off at the very beginning of the pandemic, I decided to sell it for a little bit of extra cash because I had no job. I now deeply regret that decision. This is the one time that I talked myself into trying to make a logical decision and a financial move and not holding on to something material that I didn't really need in that moment. And this is the one time that I really, really, really regret it. Because I have had keeping things just in case instilled into me at like a molecular level. Like, I'm literally looking at an iPhone 5C box right now. This was my first iPhone that I got in 2015. Why do I have this? So I sold it thinking, I probably will never play another 3DS game ever again. Wrong. I was so wrong. I think this was before I made the decision to start streaming, and so I didn't know that like video games was going to be more than just like something I did in the dead of night in my bed sometimes. That sounds wrong. And now, since I've taken like a short break from streaming on Twitch and I want to ease myself back into it, I have been seeing more and more people stream 3DS games or just DS games on TikTok, and I want to do that really bad. Oh my god. That's a talkable talking, I'm sorry. And as I was watching some other people stream it and kind of building my mind, okay, like what do I want to do? Could it be possible to play it on my PC if I found a way to like connect it to my capture card? And I fell down this rabbit hole of just using a 3DS XL because of the bigger screen. So then I, casually got on my phone and I casually went on eBay to see how much maybe I could buy the same console for. They have doubled in price for some reason since I sold mine, and I had trouble selling mine. But I also take incredibly good care of my electronics, especially my gaming consoles, because I don't like when they look busted, because I take good care of the things that I value deeply in life. And so I start looking at all these listings, going ballistic. I'm sending myself into a frenzy.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. I 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 need it!
Because not only were they expensive, these people were asking for like anywhere between $280 to like almost $400 for these consoles that were beaten to shit. I mean, it looks like whoever was playing it dropped it every single time they turned the console on. Dug their stylus into the touchscreen on the bottom and spit on it and scratched off the paint off. It looked like it was Edward Scissorhands' console. And so just like, it causes me to pause. I'm not just gonna see something and go, purchase. And even in the few days that I've been sitting on this, look at the amount of listings that have ended, that have been purchased. People are buying these things for like almost $400. Bruh. Why? See, I could say the same thing to them as I'm saying to myself, which, why do you need this special version? Why? Because I like space and it's pretty. I could just buy a regular one used. Not to mention that I do have a 3DS already. It's just not an XL. It's not a big boy. And I need a big boy. I want a big boy. It's cuffing season. All the girls be needing a big boy. I want a big boy. I need a big boy. That's Pedro Pascal coded. I really want to make an informed decision, especially if I'm going to spend that much money. If I could buy it for like $180, maybe $200, $230, I wouldn't think too much about it. But I'm not about to drop $400 to get something that some little sticky gremlin child put in their mouth, ate a bunch of hot Cheetos and Takis, and drank apple juice and ate applesauce with their hand, not even a spoon, just scooped it directly in their mouth and then touched it. I'm not doing that. So then I had an idea to turn this into an episode of solo adventures, because I think that's what I'm calling this. May change. Subject to change. Results may vary, I'm not sure. Because I thought, let me try to tap into the local market. Listen, they sold them all over the United States. There has to be one that exists in my area. A hot single in my area looking for me. Except I'm not hot single looking for Galaxy 3DS XL. There are a ton of game stores and secondhand stores and record shops and bookstores that I've never been to or I haven't been to in a really, really long time. But historically, I've been very afraid to go into GameStops because I feel like the people who work there are going to look at me and be like, have you ever even played Modern Warfare 2? What kind of games do you even play? Oh, you know... just the classics, FPS games. Oh my god, so much dust just came out of that. Real gritty stuff. Because eventually, I want to be like every other Twitch streamer on twitch.tv/.com and have these stupid cube organizers and put all my cute little, systems and game merchandise in them. And knowing that I have a Galaxy 3DS XL hole in my heart in that collection makes me hurt a little bit. So it's a long shot, but I'm going to try to look for one locally. Maybe it might have been sold to a secondhand store of some kind, and it's just sitting on the shelf waiting for me at a reasonable price. But I want to know why you bitches are also trying to buy this same console at the same time as me. Why can't I have a unique thought? Why does this have to be another collective experience? Why are you taking my joy right out of my hands? Sorry. But I love when they have listed, like new, good condition. And it looks like that stuffed animal that's been like gutted from the inside out. I'll put a picture over here, I'll find it. I'm just trying to make another good sound decision and not jump on a $350 expenditure. This is an adventure. I get to go explore a bunch of really cool places this weekend. That's my plan. Then I'm gonna go video game hunting. I'm going on a quest. Oh my god, I'm going on a quest! In hopes to find my long-lost Galaxy console. Some bitch around here has to have bought one and has to have wanted to sell it for money. So I'm gonna keep my hopes high, I'm gonna stay optimistic, and who knows what potential treasures I might be led to, and I might find. You never know how these things scale, and I think that's beautiful. But part of me wishes that I had just doom stashed this silly little thing, because now not getting rid of a lot of things has been reinforced in my brain, and that's not great. Now because of that, I'm gonna have to take this stupid game with me everywhere I go for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be moving into my dream home one day and have to make sure that this is in a box somewhere being moved into the house. So may the video game fortune gods smile upon me. Let's see what we can find. If someone parks next to me, I will eviscerate myself. I'm also facing my fear of being seen recording in a public parking lot because there's a lot of people here. Girl, please don't park next to me. I swear to Jesus Christ on the crucifix. But why isn't your seatbelt on? Okay, I'm sorry, you have to look up at me because I'm way too anxious to put my camera on my dashboard to film in this parking lot because people are milling around. There's too many of them. I have been writhing around in pain and agony all week, watching listings on eBay, watching them sell, and making a few runs after work on my way home. I already stopped by one store that I really, really like called One Up Games, and I bought these. What am I gonna use them for? Great question. But I saw them sitting together and I like them. I call this the Cosmo and Wanda effect. And in my travels so far, I have gained some very valuable intel. The guy at One Up Games conveniently reminded me that the Nintendo 3DS eShop closes in a month. Nintendo's shutting it down, they're pulling the plug on it. And that's why everybody's in a 3DS buying frenzy right now. I thought it was a nostalgia kick. I kind of wasn't wrong, but that's why everybody's trying to get their grubby little gremlin hands on one just like me! And they're probably the most common 3DS console that he sees. So that's really interesting. I also wore my KK Slider socks today for good luck. Am I feeling the luck yet? Maybe, actually, I learned some good information. That's something. That's somewhere to start at least. Oh! Found my AirPods. They fell out of my purse onto the floor last night. Okay, it's day 2 for the quest of the 3DS XL. Last night I didn't have much luck finding anything. I still can't do this. I wonder if I'll ever get used to doing this. I probably need to. I don't know, I feel like you just need to be a freak. You just need to let people see you film, and you just need to accept freakdom. But I did gather very valuable, great information, very informative. I learned a lot. And I also did something that I don't ever do. Ever. Which is go up to the counter and ask an employee a question. Like if I were on a train in a different country and I didn't know where the stops were stopping and I didn't know where I needed to get off or I thought that I passed my stop, I would probably stay on the train until the very last stop and be hours and hours away from my destination before I would ever ask somebody where I was or ask for help. But I talked to an employee at every place that I went to last night and had like a good in-depth conversation. I have not checked eBay today. That's probably a good thing. Maybe I should keep it that way. I might just make myself sad for no reason at all. Because the first stop today is one of my favorite places in the entire valley. It's Bookman's Book Exchange. I love that store. It's been a really long time since I've been there. And I have seen that they have a pretty good stock of general video games. But that is actually not the first stop. The first stop is coffee because I need to fuel and I need a little treat. If I'm leaving the house, I need to reward myself with a little treat for the effort. For an A+. You did it. You got out of the house, you silly little introvert. And a snack because I need to stop just drinking coffee on an empty stomach because that is not good for your cortisol levels or your digestion or just you in general. I'm guilty of this. I'm talking to myself and anybody else who this applies to. Hey, listen, if the shoe fits, if the venti Starbucks looks ripe for the drinking, coffee is not a meal. Coffee is not a meal. It's not just, you can't just have coffee in the morning, afternoon, and then eat dinner later, and that's all you eat. Coffee's not a meal. Okay, let's go get coffee. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Why is there a person here? I pulled over into this weird, empty, industrial business lot so I could eat my food. And then there was a person. Why am I cursed to be exposed when I'm trying to be vulnerable and I'm embarrassed? Okay, anyway, let's crack this mug open. Oh, they put like the chili flakes on it and the bread's so good, even though I'm trying to avoid gluten right now because I think I have a sensitivity. But I don't really care. Bone up the teeth. Oh my god. I decided what my response will be if anybody ever stops me and asks me what I'm doing. Which, why would that happen? Again, this is just my fears and anxieties talking for me. And that I think that somebody would come up to my car and ask me why I was talking to a camera. So I decided that I'm gonna tell them, if they're like, oh, do you have a YouTube channel? I'd be like, no, sorry, this is for my military husband. I don't know, for some reason I feel like that response would diffuse the situation. They wouldn't ask any more questions. Or maybe they would. Where should my fake military husband be stationed? What should his name be? I need a military name. Like, Samson. Yeah! Samson. Well, I think I was supposed to enjoy this and I accidentally just inhaled it.
I saw you looking for the side door. You didn't want to stick around for the rest of the night. I guess that's alright.
Okay, now that we're fueled, it's time to go to Bookman's. I'm so excited!
I see who you are. You are my enemy, my enemy. You are my enemy. Hey, sexy lady.
I want to go to there.
Somebody.
All around me are from me.
Treasure. I only purchased things that I wasn't looking for, which doesn't entirely surprise me that much, knowing myself. But I do have a bag of treasures that I can show. Just almost hit myself in the face with it. Which is good and bad, because I may have just spent my entire 3DS Galaxy XL budget on a bunch of other stuff. But you want to see what I got? Yeah, I know you do. First up, I did kind of need these. I was gonna go out and buy them because I started to read the Walking Dead comics again, and I was smoking through them. I was reading like one issue a day, and I was like, whoops. And so I got 2 of these for like half off for like $3 because they were old inventory and they were trying to get them out. F***ing mint. So I got 3 more, and I'm hoping those are the ones that I need. Oh shit. Oh shit. The only problem now is that I was unsure if I already owned the 8th volume, and I don't. So now I don't have that one. But I have 9, 11, 10, and 11! I also bought this to potentially play on streams and lives because I've never played Cooking Mama before, and it was at $12. I saw the vinyl, I talked myself out of the vinyl, bought the CD. Say what you will about everything else Grimes does, this album especially slaps. Slaps my ass! I got a couple of books, which kind of caught my eye and looked interesting. That's honestly how I buy books. And because I also flew to the trinkets section, I got this because it lit my brain on fire. If you know me, I love geometric shapes and I love anything iridescent and shiny. Does that make me a goblin or a dragon or an elf? Anyway, this is incredible. I think I could use it to propagate a plant, or maybe just hold a singular paintbrush or a special pencil. So glad I spent $8 on that so it could hold a special pencil. And then this thing, look at this! Oh, that's copyrighted. Mickey Cornelius Mouse, please don't hurt me. This like super old Little Mermaid music box, I got it from my sister because she really loves the Little Mermaid. I have to play something else over that. You can't listen to, I'm sorry, you can't listen to this. The last place that I went to, and I watched a 3DS XL get sold. It's fine, I didn't want it. I didn't want it. It was red, I was thinking about it, didn't want it. But they did have these character magnets that you get to, a mystery, so we should open that right now. Also, the guy that sold me this was mega hitting on me and gave me 50% off this. And he's like, your total will be 5, and I was like, I thought it was 10. And he's like, mm-hmm. I was like, oh. And then he told me his name and told me if I didn't like what I got, I could come back and get him fired. Ooh, who are we gonna get? Oh my god, it's so fun. So quirky, mystery. What even can you get? Who the f is that? Okay, I'm going back to get that guy fired. There's only one? What is this? What did I buy? Why is there a piece of gum inside with it? That's interesting. Was that worth $5 and getting flirted with? Yeah. I also forgot to put on deodorant, so my gamer musk, I was spreading that everywhere. That was good though. I was asserting my dominance. I did see some really cool things today though. Like the Mary Kate and Ashley games that followed me everywhere. I saw them everywhere. Mary Kate and Ashley, what do you want from me? Fit check. Oh. Or day 2, day 3? Day 2. No, day 3? I think it's technically day 3. Ow! Oh my god, there's a car coming. I'm taking... I'll keep you my dirty little secret. So I think there's one more small shop I'm gonna go to and then maybe focus on some GameStops because I really haven't been there. But now I'm battling with the decision of if I should wait until the eShop closes so people stop price gouging for them online and I could buy the one that I wanted. I was thinking about this a lot yesterday since they're disappearing off the shelves and people are charging an obscene amount of money. There's another car coming and I'm gonna cry. On a progress level of where I am with facing my fears and conquering them, I'm there, baby. Like, I just feel so much better about going up and asking my questions to people, not feeling that embarrassed. So what I'm afraid of was a lie, a farce. Something my brain told me was going to happen and didn't. I'd say that I have full hearts. But I am worried that my princess is in another castle because I can't find a goddamn 3DS. I should say XL. Why do all you bitches also want the extra large? You know what? Just goes to show size does matter. And it's also given me an opportunity this weekend to like get up, get dressed, go get myself a little treat, which I'm debating whether or not I should do that today because I did that yesterday and spent a lot of money. If I'm leaving the house, I have to get a coffee. That's just what you do. That's just a prerequisite to going anywhere or doing anything is you have to get a coffee. I have to get fueled. But I did eat breakfast. I had a banana before I left the house. I had some greens juice for my gut health. And I did have a couple of sips of some leftover Baja Blast in my fridge. So, you know, keeping it on brand. I need a potion to give me extra energy, forging advantage, luck advantage. I did also wear another pair of Nintendo socks today. I wore my Wisp socks today. It's my last stitch of last luck because I'm running out of Animal Crossing socks. Listen, I fully believe that in real life, clothing items, just like in video games, have extra advantages. They do. All right, I'm gonna get fueled.
Compramos carros y camionetas viejas para desarmar.
I don't think I fully mentally prepared for what I was gonna do if I actually found what I was looking for. Like, what if I saw it and it was $300? Would I just like drop $300 on the spot right then and there? I guess, probably. So instead I decided to be a repeat offender and I went back. Holy shit. Focus. Can you see that? It's Moshi Monsters Moshling Zoo. Because the idea of it makes me laugh. I loved Moshi Monsters also. Not as much as Webkins, but I did love playing Moshi Monsters. And the fact that they have a Moshling Zoo game that I had no idea existed until now in my mid-20s, that's another website that they shut down. So it'd be fun to play that again. I don't know, would that also be fun? Could I stream that? Would people watch that? I would. I think it'd be hilarious. I thought there'd be at least a couple to look at and like, man, the market is just wiped clean. Like if the market were a rack of ribs, somebody's sucking on the bones right now. Somebody ate, left no crumbs, and licked the plate and their fingers and the utensils and the napkin and the table and the floor and the waiter clean. I'm starting to think that my princess may be in another castle. And I might have to save and continue later. Also, I let myself get really dehydrated yesterday and I'm not doing that. It's time for a daily liquid IV. This is how I find it best to mix liquid IV into water. You want a hit? Makes me think of that Vine where that kid's like, is this coming to me? Yes, I can do it myself this time. And then he just blows straight into the bong. And that piece shoots out with all the water. God, I miss wine. God, I wish I was 14 again. God, I wish I could time travel back 10 years and buy a 3DS XL and keep it forever. Anyway, now I have to shatter the fantasy of going and shopping at a bunch of game stores, and I have to actually go to the grocery store and pick up groceries and then go eat a meal. Being responsible sucks. I still have a feeling that something good will happen. Oh, I'm having burrito time in my enclosure, and I might have just gone off the deep end a little bit. I did eBay scroll myself into a spiral, and I watched a couple of consoles in real time, like literally, no exaggeration, sell 10 to 15 minutes after I looked at them. And that made me feel a little crazy. So I just submitted an offer on a listing, but it may not get accepted. I'm also terrified that it could be purchased within the time that the seller is thinking about accepting the offer. It's me, Marty Magdalene of Burrito Phlegm. But we'll see. I wrote this in my dream journal, so if this doesn't come true, I'm manifesting. So if it doesn't come true, universe? Bitch. I'm sorry. Didn't mean that. I'm trying to check to see where this person is from, because maybe they're asleep. Maybe they're East Coast and they're already asleep. Please accept my offer. Please, I'm begging you. My phone just disconnected from my TV. Oh, that was rude. Is this a good decision to be making at the end of the month when rent is due? The seller accepted my offer! And the 3DS is mine. I paid for it. She's on her way. Dream journal, you haven't failed me yet. Oh my god. I just got home from work and it came. I have it physically in my hands. I like checked the tracking on my phone today at like 10 a.m. I just had a feeling like it was gonna come today even though it was scheduled for tomorrow. And it had updated and was suddenly like out for delivery. And I was like, I knew it! So it's here in my hands. I have it after so much turmoil and torment that I put myself through for no good reason at all. And some dollars later, where are my scissors? I am wasting no time. I hope you had a safe journey. This is very tightly packaged. How do I even... Ah! A package within a package for extra padding. US postal system. Am I being debated right now? Did I get scammed? The trail is hot. Oh my god! This doesn't feel real. I open it, it's just like a block of cheese. She's in fantastic condition. You ever like smell shit that you buy online? See if you can smell what the other people smelled like? Just me? Probably. The Holy Grail. Oh my god! There is nary a scratch on this thing. She's perfect. I'm so happy. Ew, I just scratched off spit from the screen. Love that. Family photo! Is it gonna turn on, I wonder? Bitch, you better turn on. Okay, it's charging, it's fine. We have light. And God said, let there be charge light. And there was. This is the conclusion, I guess. That was kind of fast, unexpectedly. But I thought I was gonna have to dream and wish and want and wait for a few more days, but it came super quickly. Thanks, Priority Mail. This was a good decision, methinks. Now I'm gonna stream Tomodachi Life on TikTok, and I'm very excited. So here's a social plug if you wanna go follow me on other platforms. I'm Marty Danger wherever you can find me. TikTok, Instagram, don't add me on Snapchat. I will not add you back. I mean, just kidding, I don't have a Snapchat. Twitch. How many? What am I counting? What am I counting? Twitter and YouTube. If you're watching this, it's you're on YouTube. You can hit subscribe, I guess, if you want. Where's that? But thank you for coming on this journey with me. Thank you for being my game hunting pal. I had a blast. It was really, really fun. I feel like I defeated the final boss. In my head, I was the final boss. My own indecision and regret. But I hope this could give you a little bit of encouragement to Oh my god. My neighbor's coming. Anyway, coast is clear. Coast is clear. All right, I'm gonna go splash cold water on my face and maybe play on my new console. So until then, I will see you dudes later. Deuces.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some work to do.
I just need to look at all the ones that were purchased. That's what hurts me more than the $300 price tag, or $350, or $400, or new in box for $800?